This is Victoria Falls, one of the 7 natural wonders of the world and one of the biggest tourist attractions in all of Africa. Come along as I explore the falls from 2 countries and brave the roaring waters at Devil's Pool. Hi everyone, my name is Eden. I'm a solo traveler who makes videos of my trips around the world. When I'm not traveling, I'm spending time with my dog Melvin at our home in Joshua Tree, California. If you're interested in solo travel or what life is like living in Joshua Tree, subscribe to my channel and follow along. Victoria Falls is located on the Zambezi River along the border between Zambia and Zimbabwe and just north of Botswana. Just FYI, visiting these 3 countries together makes for an incredible itinerary. My Botswana travel guide is linked below if you're interested. If you plan to visit both sides of the falls, you'll want to stay in Livingstone on the Zambia side and the town of Victoria Falls on the Zimbabwe side. And if you're looking for a place to stay, I don't have a recommendation for Livingstone. The place that I stayed in was pretty basic, but on the Victoria Falls side, I stayed in this beautiful place. It was called Shangwi Lookout Lodge, and the accommodations were just incredible. This was easily the nicest place that I stayed during my time in Botswana, Zambia, and Zimbabwe. Rooms are really comfortable and really modern. The food at the restaurant was also delicious. They have a pool and a bar, and they even have this really cool lookout tower where you can climb up to the top and have views of the surrounding area. So for some reason, I forgot to get horizontal video, but I am including a Instagram reel that I made here that shows the lookout tower and just how nice it is. And my favorite part, besides the view, was this button over here that you're about to see. When you push that, you can order a drink from the bar, and they'll put it on this little elevator thing, and they will bring you your drink right up to the tower. So I'm at Victoria Falls. It is extremely beautiful, but also very crowded, and it's also like 90 degrees. I kind of took a side trail off the main trail just to get away from the crowds for a little bit. We'll be here for 3 days. We are exploring the Zambia side of Victoria Falls today, and then tomorrow we're going to either Devil's Pool or Angel's Pool, depending on the water levels and which one is safe to go to. And then on the 3rd day, we're going to the Zimbabwe side of Victoria Falls. This is one of the first views you'll get of Victoria Falls once you enter the park in Zambia. There's a paved trail that goes in 2 directions. When you walk to the left, you'll find several viewpoints that are facing the front of the falls. From this angle, you really get to see how massive and powerful Victoria Falls actually is. And if you look across the way, you can see Devil's Pool on the edge of the falls. Going off on my own totally paid off. I've got this whole little viewpoint here all to myself. The falls, let me get out of the way. Isn't that beautiful? All right, just a little patience and you can get the whole bridge to yourself. Look at that! So beautiful. This is Rainbow Falls. I don't know if you can see the rainbow in the video, but I'll show you this way. My hair's a little crazy. The water's all over the place, but So this is what it's like if you take the side trail towards the gorge side and not the falls side. It's basically completely empty over here. And obviously you'll see plenty of footage if you haven't already of how busy the other trail is on the falls side. So the most interesting thing you'll see on this side is the Victoria Falls Bridge. This is the bridge that connects Livingstone in Zambia to Victoria Falls on the Zimbabwe side. This is another one of those just super awesome travel moments. There's like this packed trail like to my right where everybody goes to like walk along the edge of the falls. But then if you come over here, like in the opposite direction, there's this little, I'll turn around. Yeah, just come down here and you'll have this whole area all to yourself, and you can actually see the falls from top to bottom and then see the water down below. Just so cool. I love finding little spots like this. To find this spot, you'll just walk to the right when you enter the park instead of the left. You'll go down some stairs and you'll see this view right away. It's a great place for photos. As you can see, I did a little photo shoot while I was there. All right, let's head out to Devil's Pool. For the tours out to Devil's Pool, you'll start here where you'll have a safety presentation, sign a waiver, and rent any gear you might need like water shoes. From there, you'll hop on a boat, and it's a 5-minute boat ride out towards Livingstone Island, which is the launch point to get to Devil's Pool. Once we arrived at Livingstone Island, we were greeted with a chilled, sweet beverage. I'm not sure what it was, but it was delicious. From there, we grabbed our towels and started walking out towards the edge of the falls, and along the way we stopped at a couple different viewpoints. We were all very excited about that rainbow that you can see. I'm not sure how often that is there, but we were really, really excited to get to take photos with the rainbow in the background. From here, things got very interesting. We were directed to walk in a single file line while we were guided over rocky sections and had to swim across several sections before arriving at Devil's Pool. Once at Devil's Pool, the guides got in first, then we all had to drop in one by one. Guys, look how fast this water is moving. I was so scared, but I did it anyway, and honestly, this was so fun. I'd do it again. Once we all got situated on the ledge there, we got to have our picture taken. We must have like 100 pictures. There were plenty. And then after that, we were fed a little bit of breakfast before heading back to our lodge. Today is my second day in Zambia. Forgive the hairstyle. We do not have power right now. They do load shedding with the power grid. So today the power is off, I think from noon to 5, and it'll be back on later. So I just showered. We just got back from Devil's Pool at the top of Victoria Falls. So this morning was really cool. So we went out to Devil's Pool, and it's just a really interesting experience. It's definitely very thrilling, a little bit scary. But yeah, like from the moment that you arrive, the tour operators, they have like everything like down pat, just from like getting all your information, getting you out to Livingstone Island. And you have to like walk across the rocks and swim across certain sections at the top of the falls. And then obviously there's the Devil's Pool part where you kind of have to slide down into the pool, get all your pictures and everything. But yeah, I mean, I was just so impressed with like how well organized everything was and how well, they take safety. And then tomorrow I go into Zimbabwe, and I will see Victoria Falls from the Zimbabwe side. If you have extra time while you're in Livingstone, I highly recommend doing the Rhino Walk. It is a walking safari in Mosi Oatunya National Park. You go in with guides in open air jeeps and get to walk around and check out the rhinos. You'll also see giraffes, zebras, elephants, and all kinds of other animals. The next morning, we got up very early to catch sunrise on the Zimbabwe side of Victoria Falls. And let me tell you, this was absolutely incredible. If you're an early morning person, I highly recommend getting up for sunrise to see Victoria Falls. I'm quickly realizing that from the Zimbabwe side, you get a much better view of the falls, but I would still do both sides if you can. If you want to see sunrise at the falls, you'll need to get up early, obviously. They open at 6 a.m. I think there's a 6 a.m. opening and a 6:30 opening, depending on the time of the year. It's July right now, so they open at 6 a.m. and sunrise is at 6:30. So if you get here like right when they open, you can be at one of the lookouts to catch sunrise. I didn't see any other people on the trail at this time, but I did come across these little cuties.
So this is lookout point number 10. You'll notice behind me some of the lookout points, there's so much mist from the waterfall that you can't really see it. But yeah, I'm not sure how many lookout points there are. I'm gonna try and go to the end and find out though. This is lookout point number 11, and you're basically right in front of the heaviest part of the falls. There's still a lot of mist here, so it's a little bit hard to see, but still, it's a really cool spot. So this lookout point is for Livingstone Island, and that's where you will depart from if you want to do Devil's Pool or Angel's Pool. Right now it's not open, the Devil's Pool. I think it opens at 9 a.m. is the first group that goes out. Actually see Devil's Pool right behind me. I think it's right there. That's where we were yesterday. This is definitely my favorite viewpoint. It's called Boiling Pot, and it's just a really clear view of the falls, and you can also see like top to bottom without much mist. It's beautiful.
So here are a few of my favorite shots that I got on the Zimbabwe side at Victoria Falls. If you walk all the way to the end of the trail, these are the views that you're going to see, and these are easily the best views on that side of the falls. I use my Insta360 camera to get some really cool shots here. But yeah, thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you get to go to Victoria Falls and you have as much fun as I did. See you next time.